Sky is this morning. It is going to be another nice day today. Enjoy it because the humidity coming back up starting tomorrow. It's with us this weekend, and with that the chance of some showers and thunderstorms, so we'll enjoy another nice one today. Couple of areas of fog this morning, reducing the visibility. You can see back around Orange to 1/4 mile. Also some patches of fog hugging the south coast and also the Cape near the canal this morning, so do be mindful of just a little bit of fog in a few spots this morning. Otherwise, pretty quiet. We're running in the low 60s, Worcester, mid-60s, Boston, a few pockets of 50s, Norwood down to Taunton, just 55 degrees. So a cool, comfortable morning, and above any fog, skies are mainly clear. One little batch of clouds here flirting with the islands, but that's about the extent of it. So it is going to be another mainly sunny day. We'll bubble up a few clouds this afternoon, but in general, mostly sunny skies as high pressure noses in. Now, the flow of air around this high for now is bringing in that dry, comfortable air, but on the backside, humidity is gathering with dew point temperatures running in the 60s here from Knoxville, Tennessee up to St. Louis, and that stickier air is going to work in our direction. So by the end of the day tomorrow, the dew points start creeping up to that sticky range around 60, and they're generally going to be running in the low to mid 60s this weekend, so it's going to feel a little bit more uncomfortable in terms of the humidity by the weekend. A lot of sunshine this morning. There are those clouds bubbling up this afternoon, but look at the winds. Unlike yesterday where we didn't have a sea breeze, we will today, so it's going to keep the temperatures a little closer to 80 at the coastline. Upper 70s on Cape Cod, inland areas mid, even a few upper 80s, about 86 in Lawrence, 85 in Nashua for you this afternoon. Tonight we're back down in the upper 50s and lower 60s, so still another night you can leave the windows open. You don't really need the air conditioning, but overnight we'll be watching some clouds offshore. You can see it's a wall of cloud cover getting pretty close to Nantucket. That's actually an area of low pressure that's going to be spinning offshore. That will stay away from us, but we will start to bring in more humidity, and that's going to allow more clouds to build. This front here off to the west is going to increase our shower chances, at least to start the weekend. Watching now Tropical Storm Franklin. This was a hurricane as it slammed into the east coast of Mexico here overnight. It's going to bring some heavy rain and continue to weaken rapidly. And behind this feature, there's one more we're watching here, getting closer to the Windward Islands in Puerto Rico. This may develop into something that we can track here through early next week near the eastern seaboard. Let me focus in on your weekend here on Saturday especially. You can see a fair amount of clouds in the morning, and computer models starting to pick up now on some shower activity throughout the day on Saturday. I don't think it is going to be a washout, but there will be some showers around on Saturday. Right now looking like Sunday is the better weekend day, warmer too. Temperatures back up into the middle 80s. So not a washout, but I think Saturday you may have to just keep an eye to the sky with those showers.
All right. Thank you.
Thursday to you. I'm meteorologist Cindy Fitzgibbon. We have another really nice day with dry, comfortable air overhead, high pressure nosing on in. So good amount of sunshine today. The humidity, though, is going to start to inch up as we get into tomorrow. It's going to turn a little stickier, especially by day's end. And dew points are going to be sitting in the low to mid 60s this weekend. So definitely a muggier feel as we head toward the weekend, but just gorgeous today. Lots of sunshine early on. There will be a few of those puffy cumulus clouds developing here through the afternoon, but look at the winds. They're turning onshore by lunchtime, so a sea breeze is going to keep us slightly cooler at the coast today as compared to yesterday. Near just over 80 degrees at the coast, some upper 70s on Cape Cod. Elsewhere, mid to even a few upper 80s, so real warm, nice sunny day around here. Tonight we will still cool back into the 50s in some of our coolest suburbs, mid 60s downtown, and there will start to be a little bit more cloud cover starting to work on in over the course of the night. You can see southeast of Nantucket, there could even just be a touch of rain. That should stay east of the island here, but it's a wall of clouds associated with the frontal boundary that never really inches on back. So even throughout the day tomorrow, we're looking at another day with a good amount of sunshine and temperatures either side of 80 degrees, although you will notice that humidity starting to climb. Down in the tropics, we continue to monitor Franklin. It came into eastern Mexico last night as a Category 1 hurricane with 85-mile-per-hour winds. Now that it is on land once again, it is weakening. The winds are down to 40 miles per hour. This is going to be a big rain producer as it continues to drift westward and fall apart. So this is certainly no threat to the United States. Behind this, though, there is another wave that we've been watching for the past couple of days. The Hurricane Center is still eyeing this with potential development here over the next 5 days. It is tracking toward the north and west, and that would bring it closer to the eastern seaboard next week. So we'll watch very closely. if and how this develops in the days ahead. In the meantime, we've got that higher humidity on Friday, but we are still dry. Maybe a different story here to start your weekend on Saturday. Front offshore, another front off to the west, in between in that muggy air. We may develop a few showers here on Saturday morning, and those could last till about midday. During the afternoon, we'll try to dry things out. With this other front off to the west, there could be some thunderstorms, but those will likely be focused out across westernmost New England, and it should be a little drier here through the afternoon on Saturday. Keep you posted there on the timing for that, but it does look like we get a drier day overall on Sunday. So with more clouds on Saturday, a few showers, it's in the low 70s. We're back up into the mid 80s on Sunday, so warming it up again. Could be a few more showers and thunderstorms, at least early next week.
Watching the remnants here.
Yeah, remnants now, actually. The mountains in central Mexico just kind of tore this thing apart. The winds are down to 30 miles per hour, but it is still producing quite a bit of rainfall there. And it's going to continue to kind of drift across Mexico, so we don't need to worry about that. But there's actually another wave behind this one, and you can see it spinning here out in the Atlantic, down in the Caribbean, northeast of Puerto Rico. This is one that the Hurricane Center has been watching for a while, actually giving it a 40% chance of developing further here, perhaps into a cyclone over the next 5 days. And this is important for us because as we track what this develops into, the computer models are guiding it westward toward the eastern seaboard next week. So whatever it is, it may come closer to the U.S. here in the next 5 days. So we'll, of course, keep you posted on that. In the meantime, we've had another really nice morning into the midday hours. Lots of sunshine so far. The temperatures have come up. We are close to 80 degrees right now. But the difference today, the wind, it is lighter. It has allowed for a sea breeze, and so we've seen that sea breeze develop. And the humidity starting to inch up a little bit. That dew point temperature has just touched 60 degrees in Boston. It's a touch muggier on Cape Cod, but look to the south and west. See how the dew points come up into the mid 60s? That right there is that uncomfortable range. And where we have the higher humidity, we also have more numerous clouds and a few showers. And we're going to watch all of this feed closer to us on the backside of high pressure as we get into the weekend. So the high right now is keeping us dry, pretty comfortable here with a good amount of sunshine. But as this slips away, we are going to bring in more clouds and more humidity here for the weekend. Temperature right now 79 in Boston, but look at Plymouth, 83 degrees, upper 70s in the Cape. We've touched 85 in Lawrence. Temperatures will hold in the mid 80s over the interior and right around that 80-degree mark here along the coastline the rest of the afternoon. Pretty nice overall. But you can see what's happening here after clear skies this morning. Few of those clouds are starting to bubble on up, especially from Worcester on westward. And in the next couple of hours, not out of the question that we get one or two isolated brief showers to bubble up. Not expecting thunder with these, but they could be around until about 5-6 o'clock this evening. Otherwise, closer on into Boston and easternmost Massachusetts, it will be dry for your evening plans. And then during the overnight hours, there could be some fog developing. We'll drop once again tonight into the upper 50s and lower 60s, holding in the mid 60s downtown. So still relatively comfortable for sleeping tonight. And tomorrow, temperatures very similar. We should touch 80 degrees in most spots, perhaps some mid 80s farther inland. Now tomorrow still features a good amount of sunshine. You got plans on Friday. Looks pretty nice, at times partly sunny, but partly to mostly sunny skies overall. That will change on Saturday as we watch that frontal system off to the west start to get a little closer to us. The muggy air in place. Look at this through the midday hours, even into early afternoon. There could be some showers around on Saturday. As we get closer to the evening hours, they will move on out, and this front off to the west is going to focus more thunderstorms out across eastern New York State, western New England. Better chance that those get in here as we get towards Sunday and early next week. Now, if there aren't any clouds around both Friday, Saturday, Sunday nights, look up. We've got the annual Perseid meteor shower happening this weekend. We did have a full moon earlier in the week, so that may make it a little bit more difficult to see those shooting stars, but check it out this weekend. Temperatures holding in the 80s here early next week. Erica and Antoinette.